There are principles for living well, understood by the wisest among us, that a man should internalize long before his hair turns gray. Never weaken a sincere apology by attaching a justification to it. Anything you start in a state of rage will ultimately conclude in regret. Do not acquire possessions for which you have no use. You will only end up selling what you truly require to keep them. If someone fills their mind with knowledge, it becomes a fortune that cannot be stolen. Value your critics, for they reveal your flaws. 3 companions remain loyal through life: a devoted partner, a faithful hound, and cash on hand. Failing to plan is the same as actively planning to fail. You can choose to procrastinate, but the clock never pauses. To grasp the true worth of $1, attempt to borrow one from a friend. Beware of trivial costs. Even a tiny hole can send a massive ship to the bottom. Indolence moves at such a sluggish pace that destitution quickly catches up. The most profitable interest comes from an investment in learning. He who rests among unclean animals will find himself covered in bites. A person who too frequently shows off his spouse or his wealth risks losing both to envious hands. Exhaustion is the most effective sedative. A people who surrender fundamental freedoms for a measure of security will end up with neither. He who possesses endurance can ultimately achieve his desires. The primary duty of a free person is to challenge those in power. Our painful experiences are our most effective teachers. To have been without means is not a disgrace, but to feel shame over that past is. Hours are currency. I didn't fail. I successfully discovered 100 incorrect methods. A single accomplished deed surpasses 1,000 eloquent promises. Many individuals cease to live at 25, but are not placed in the ground until 75. The great irony of existence is that we age too quickly and gain understanding too late. One present day holds more value than 2 future ones. Prefer to sleep with an empty stomach than to wake up owing creditors. At 20, passion governs. At 30, intellect. And at 40, discernment takes the lead. Do not postpone for tomorrow a task you can finish today. To achieve your goals, leap toward chances with the same speed you jump to assumptions. Wasted moments are gone forever. Where a union lacks affection, you will often find passion outside of it. Rash speed leads to costly errors. A trio can hold a confidence, but only if 2 are no longer breathing. If you cherish your life, then stop wasting your days, for they are the very fabric your life is woven from. Teach your offspring mastery over self, the practice of questioning bias and harmful impulses, and you will have removed much future sorrow from their path and wrongdoing from the world. Keep your vision completely open before you wed, and partially closed afterward. We do not quit enjoying life because we age. We age because we quit enjoying life. Labor with the vision of 1,000 years ahead. Relish the moment as if it is your final one. Satisfaction turns a man of little means into a king. Discontent turns a wealthy man into a pauper. The secret to success is hidden under your morning alarm. $1 kept is $1 gained. Do not dread death, for an earlier departure means a longer immortality. Wage war against your faults. Live peacefully with those around you, and let each new year find you improved. Be deliberate in selecting a companion, and even more cautious in replacing one. When you stop evolving, your growth is complete. When checking the depth of a river, never step in with both feet at once. A small measure of foresight is worth a massive cure. Joy is shaped more by your internal mindset than by external situations. Be polite to everyone, friendly to many, close to a select few, a devoted friend to a single person, and an adversary to no one. If a person received half the things he asked for, his problems would multiply. Speak no evil of anyone, but voice all the kindness you know about everybody. To learn a woman's imperfections, compliment her in front of her peers. A building is not a home if it lacks sustenance for the spirit as well as the body. Safety without freedom is merely a gilded cage. Do not complain about the dark. Instead, light a single lamp. If every publisher refused to print anything that might possibly offend someone, almost nothing would ever be published. Do not mistake busy activity for meaningful progress. Retiring early and waking early contributes to a man's health, prosperity, and judgment. Never give your funds to someone who is overly fascinated with the wealth of others. The partner who seeks the most physical intimacy is often the one craving a profound emotional connection that physicality alone cannot fulfill. The fermented grape is evidence that a higher power wishes for our joy. A foolish person's mind is on their tongue, but a wise person's words are from their heart. There's never been a beneficial conflict or a harmful accord. We must remain united, or we will surely be divided and defeated. A misstep of the foot is easily mended, but a misspoken word can cause a wound that never fully heals. And that leads us to a final, crucial distinction. Which of these lessons will you apply first? If you found value here, please support our channel Winds of Thought by liking this video.